Welcome back to the channel. I'm reviewing My Dress Up Darling episode 2, but by the time that I get through most of these, the series would have ended. I know the last one aired in Japan, so this is going to be a thing. So I'm hopefully going to go through, I'm going to get as many done as we can because I'm really enjoying it and I've started buying the manga. Reviews will be coming soon as the second one comes in because the first one's extremely hard to get hold of. That's in about 2 weeks. Anyway, let's talk about this. Now, this one jumps in at the very end of episode 1, which I was really kind of happy about, and then the kind of like the explanation of the game of what she played made me laugh. It was just one of those things that you wouldn't expect anyone to kind of come up with and be like, yeah, I play this game, it's about domination and stuff like that, and you're like, ah, okay, that's really cool. I would love it. I would be like all over that game. But I think it's just the way that Wakano was like, huh? What? And it just made me laugh because it was something that you don't expect. And I think that's what kind of added more to it. It was interesting to know what the main character was like in that game. The kind of thing that the main anime would be, that's it. It's just make that dress and that's going to be the one. But obviously we know there are a ton more to it. So I'm extremely happy with where the anime is going. And there's so much, like, I'm working my way through all of it to review, but I just loved it. I think I skipped ahead quite a lot. You know, I was not skip ahead, but you know, just generally kind of watch. Like I might finish it and go through and review it because it's fun. So in the animation, I love how it's portrayed, how the passion is in this, and even in the manga, like I'm generally really impressed with how it looks, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So seeing the kind of passion, the love that went into this, I was really happy, and I felt, do you know what, this is an anime that I could watch over and over and over again, and I would absolutely love it. Now, obviously, I don't know if this is further on in the anime, but with Wakano, you see the kind of going back in time, the kind of flashbacks to where the girl shouts that she doesn't love Hina dolls and stuff like that. And I'm really hoping that isn't a thing all the way through, because it does generally really irritate me more than anything. Like, we know that you've got past troubles, we know you've got this, let's move on from it. Like, you know, keep it in the back of our mind for when we watch it, so when you meet that girl and you're like, oh my god, look at this, and she's like, oh my god, this is amazing, whatever, just I don't want it that much in it. So hopefully it's over and done with quite some time. So again, very happy about it. But yeah, I generally like the flashbacks, just kind of annoy me a bit. I love comedy parts, I love any comedy that's in it, and this certainly delivers everything. So to me, there was enough for it to kind of make me go, okay, that's absolutely fine. I laughed. I can't remember what I laughed at because it's been a while. But yeah, but one thing I really did like is the determination of Kitagawa. Like, her being like, oh my god, this is amazing, to the point where she's really happy and excited. And I think that this was fantastic. Like, I really like that you see a character actually loving something and not just like, cool, she's excited, she's jumping about, she loves it. So I love this. So we're at Wagner's house, and you know, you've got Kitagawa coming around, and she's determined. She loves this. She wants to get it over and done with. She wants to get it started. So I love the fact that she's there. She's like, oh, I've brought you coffee. Do you know what? It's just one of those wholesome moments. It's a nice thing rather than like, oh, I'm here for my measurements. Can we do this? Can we get it over and done with? And I think that when you go into the measurements where it's all fan service, you know, there's different areas that it kind of picks up on, and you're like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing there. I see where you're going. But it's kind of one of those things to me where I'm just a bit like, I didn't mind the fan service. I generally like fan service in anime because it's fun, and it can be kind of not annoying, but it can be a bit, oh, risque, what's going to happen here and all. So for me, I generally really loved it, and I love the way that she teases him quite a bit. To me, it was something where, you know, she knows full well not to go too far, but she knows just enough to kind of push his buttons. I think the way that Wagner is in this it is a bit annoying because you know he's embarrassed. I can understand, and I hope it clears up much later on when he realizes that he falls in love with her, because we know that she loves him. And I think that when he's a bit shy, like, oh, I don't know what to do, it gets annoying after a while. And I really wish in a way that he would be like, hey, you're going a bit too far. Can we please pull this back? I don't want this. And she's like, oh, sorry, rather than her being like, oh, I'm going to push a bit further, which then obviously puts him off a little bit. But I love the fact that he's kind of blushing quite a bit. I've got to admit, having Kitagawa in her bathing suit was more kind of a, oh, I didn't realize this. You know, it was kind of a quick thing where she's in a bikini. She's like, hey, I'm wearing a bikini right now. And you know, you know, this is how would be the best thing to get measurements without being completely naked or anything like that. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, cool. Can we carry on? I think this is awesome. What do we see more of this in the future? Yeah, I think we're going to see an absolute ton of it. So I'm hoping that as the anime progresses, it's a bit different. I'm hoping the manga picks up as well. Like, okay, I'm on volume 4 because as the others are really hard to get hold of at the moment. When Wakana in this is more confident and he gets more confident in it, which I think's good. But I think when it comes to the futon where he just like kind of goes crazy, like, oh no, no. I don't know if it's the whole thing of, oh my God, it's dirty. You're going to get dirty. Which again, like, I don't know why. But I feel like this went over when he's like, no, no, please no. I'm like, I can understand a tad, but I feel more like if that's the only place that she feels comfortable sitting, then you kind of be like, okay, and then you're just going to wash it. Or, hey, I've got another futon. Let me go get that. And you can sit on that or something. So, like maybe invest in some furniture from now on. Maybe get a sofa bed. Who knows? Put it in there so people can come around. I don't know. I think it just kind of annoyed me just a tad. But I can see it. I want to see what I would do. But I know that's not the same thing. It's just, like, I'd be like, yeah, if you want to go sit on my bed, that's it. Just that way. Or sit in my chair. That's one thing. But for me, I was just a bit, there's a lot of sexual tension. Not going to lie. We see it all the way through. Is it a good thing? Probably. But I think when watching it, it was like, it was trying to lead up. So like if this anime is trying to kind of coax you into watching it and saying, hey, we've got all this, and then it drops it all of a sudden, which I know a lot of animes do. They bring you in with this like, oh my God, look at the fan service. Oh my God, look at this. And then they drop it really quickly. So it's like you're hooked on the story, or they wind it down so you are hooked on it. And then it kind of like produces what it is normally. So I kind of think I'm hoping that they keep it up, because I think that if they suddenly dropped it all, it wouldn't be the best. And I feel like it would be another one of those animes that brings you in automatically. But for what it is, like, you know, I can see, I know that they're falling for each other. People have spoiled it already, so sorry if you're wanting to join me on this journey. But I know that she falls for him, he will fall for her, and it'll be a main thing that they love each other. But yeah, like this episode I had a very mixed feeling on. It's funny, and it's kind of like, oh, at times. But I love where this is going. This has been an anime that has caught my eye, and I really want to kind of carry on with it because I generally want to invest my time in it. I've already started investing my money into it because I want to collect the manga. But right now, I kind of want to know the progress. So I know that I would binge watch this completely all the way through to kind of get my like thoughts on it, because I do generally like it. It's funny. It has that thing. It has a bit of kind of awkwardness to it, which kind of adds a little bit of flavor to it. But yeah, I think this is an absolutely like banger of an anime, and I can't wait to finish the season, which hopefully should be very soon. But I'm gonna leave it there. What are your thoughts? Have you seen My Dress Up Darling? What do you think about it? Do you enjoy it? Do you not? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to hear and see more, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, as well as the cheeky notification bell to be notified when all videos drop. Set it to all, and with that, I am gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this review. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you in a couple of days.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。